Nie dało się.
Chodźcie do tego małego guzika teraz tutaj. Siadajcie.
The new speed the country. To pomiędzy na Kalistynie.
A zupełnie to zobaczcie, to z bliska zupełnie inaczej wygląda. O, to zupełnie inaczej wygląda.
No sé si estos son camellos o dromedarios, no sé diferencia. Hay una forma.
Much smaller. It's less than half the size of the pyramid. But see the stones. The king decided to go for quality over quantity, which is granite. see at the bottom. These are original granite blocks.
Maszyna, no. Ciekawe. Chodźcie.
Top to bottom. 65 meters.
O.
Huge blocks. Oh my god. This is the smallest one. When you go to the first one, it's gonna be first.
How did they
So let's stand here for a while or just tell you about
Michał,
it very quick.
Michał, patrz.
Okay, so here, this is the pyramid of king called Menkaura or Mycerinus. See? Mycerinus or Menkaura. Menkaura, this is the ancient Egyptian name. Mycerinus, this is just the English name to be able to visit or say, right? So here, this is the last pyramid to be built in this area from the big ones. This is the grandson. So this was for the father, the son, and the grandson. As we can see, like this pyramid is smaller than the others because already when this man became a king, already the father and the grandfather spent a lot of money on the pyramids. So that's why this man couldn't afford to make like very big ones. So that's why we have it here. This is the small one. This is only 60 meters high, but the others like 146 meters, like very, very, very high. Here, the entrance is the one at the bottom where you can see the stairs. And about this big opening, this was actually done by the Muslims. When they came to Egypt in the 9th century, they made this opening in order to look for the entrance. All the entrances of all the pyramids in Egypt, they are always on the north side, from the north. Why the north? Because also the Egyptians were very clever about their astrology. You know the polar star usually in the north, always shining.
Exactly.
Exactly. So they said we will make the entrance from the north to look like eternal, like this star. So that's why all the people in the past they know that the entrance is usually from the north. And maybe this is one of the reasons why they were robbed, because all the people know where is the entrance. It should be somewhere in the north. So this big opening, this was a trial by the Muslims to look for the entrance. And this small part took them 3 years in order to make this small hole. 3 years. This is to show you how the pyramid was raised.
How many years ago they were?
The 9th century. So 9th century we can say 100, 101, 1000, 1100.
1000.
Around 1100. Around 1100 years.
1100.
Yes, 1100
It's
years.
not open like a few years ago.
No, this is very old. By the Muslims. When the Muslims started to come here in the year 900 something, or 800 something.
When Poland was created. 900 something was Poland.
800,000. Yeah, it was here. So here we have something different. So if you look to the second pyramid, if you look at the top one, this is also limestone, like white color. But this king wanted to make something different. He wanted to make the kissing stone like from outside, from the granite, the red stone. See? This is different stone. It's called granite or granite. And this type of stone comes only from Aswan, the last city 900 kilometers away. So how do they bring it? They cut it from the mountain there, they put it in the boats, like large boats, and they bring it through the Nile. You see, like all of this village that you can see, all of these houses, this was the Nile in the past. The Nile was here.
It was Nile, yeah?
Yes, and this is not old. This is 1920s, like around 100 years ago. It was just the Nile was here. There was no houses here.
Why there are houses here? The Nile is, it's like...
It just it was dry because, you know, like the increase in population, they kept moving the Nile kept moving. You see, like this tall building over there, the Nile is there now.
Okay.
But the Nile in the past it was here. When we go to the museum, I will show you a video. The Nile was just very close. So they bring the blocks from Aswan all the way here, and then they pull it up, like I showed you in the morning, and this wooden stretch, they pull it and they bring it here. But this man, we believe that he couldn't afford it to build the whole pyramid out of this stone, because this stone is very expensive to bring. And we even believe that these small blocks, they are taken from another building. They are not made especially for this one, because you can see like different sizes.
Yeah.
Small ones, big ones,
Yeah.
different dimensions. So they were taken from another side. Right? This one also inside is empty, like no one is looking at all. The only thing we discovered the skeleton. You know the skeleton?
Yeah.
Skeleton, not a mummy. Mummy is the full body. Skeleton is just the bones. We discovered the skeleton for a young lady. Right? So this young lady, we believe it maybe it was not from the same time. And then Great Britain, they come here, they get the skeleton from Britain. They wanted to take it to a British museum. But the ship, when it was going to Great Britain, there was a storm in the ocean and the ship drowned.
So Britons, I think people from Great Britain were like early adopters, the explorers, yeah?
Explorers, yes.
Yeah.
In the past, like many discoveries in Egypt, we were asking the help of usually Germany, French, and Great Britain. Because they had the technology at that time in Egypt, we didn't have it much. So when they come here to discover something, of course, they take some to Great Britain. That's why the British Museum now is full of it. Right? We can take some photos here if you need to have a walk, and then we go back to take the bus. And go
Chcecie
to the-
zdjęcia tutaj?
So if you need to have a walk, if you need to get some photos, this hole. Actually, usually in the entrance, they put like one block of stone to be as a club, you know, to close it. Behind this block of stones, the whole way is open. So they just put it to close.
Smart, very smart,
So when you go to the big pyramid,
very
right,
smart.
also the original entrance is not open. So they make the corridor inside. And at the end of this corridor, like the door, they put a very big stone to close it forever. If you just push this stone, already the way is open. So this one didn't take long. And even some openings, we used like the bombs, you know, like the bombs.
Dynamite? Wow.
And in some places we use dynamite to be able to go inside, because with human being we cannot go inside. It's very big stone, very thick. If you keep hitting.
4,000 years ago and still the technology we have to use the dynamite to open.
Man, till now we don't know how to build a pyramid. With all this technology we cannot build a pyramid. Yes.
Wow.
So now if you'd like to have a walk, if you need to take photos,
Chcecie
finish
fotka
here,
tutaj?
and
Czy
then
idziemy?
we will go to take another bus to go to the other pyramid.
Here we go.
Będziemy wchodzić do tej piramidy.
A nie wiem, do jakiejś dużej będziemy wchodzić. Idziemy,
Do
let's
największej.
go.
Do tej. Nie, no to nie jest największa, no to jeszcze jedna. To jest ta mniejsza.
In the past was like no buses, only camel and donkeys, or
In the past, like very old.
I mean like 10, 20 years ago, still buses?
No, like there was no buses. The camels were here, but we were entering by our own cars.
Cars, okay.
Like the highest of this part that bring you, we go inside.
Okay.
We stop by somewhere, we go and then we go back. But it was very crowded, you know, like
I can imagine
per day
so
is
many
like-
cars here.
Yes.
200 cars.
December, maybe because December is the most busy time. We have like
December is the most busy.
yes, December. Because you know, like the Christmas, the New Year's Eve, and also the weather is good for tourists. You know, like it's cold. We have per day like 50,000 tourists. and not-
W grudniu tutaj 30 000 turystów tutaj w grudniu przyjeżdża. Wyobrażacie sobie? Najbardziej, bardzo dużo. To jest najbardziej, grudzień jest najbardziej tutaj miesiącem takim obleganym.
Imagine all of this with your own cars.
Wow.
It was crazy actually. So now,
Crazy, yeah.
now it's better. So now
Yeah, it's better.
they can allow you like to go by your own bus if you have 25 tourists per day.
Ah,
Enter by
okay.
your own bus.
Okay.
Less than this, you just go walking and you take this short bus. So when you finish here, you go back to Vergara, and then after that Poland, you go to other country.
Yeah, no, we go to Poland, but it's still more than a week for us. So we came for 2 weeks, yeah, so it's easy for us. Yeah, good.
Poland is cold now, right?
Yeah, it's very cold. 8 degrees plus 8 plus 7. Yes.
That's a lot of fun.
And in the night, it's like 0 or
Zero.
minus 1.
Like snowing.
Almost. It's not snowing. It's not like end of March, beginning of April. It's not typical for snowing.
Yes.
Sometimes like
But it's just cold.
yeah, it's just cold. Yeah.
In winter it
In
was
Ju-
like -30.
Exactly. In January it was like -20, -25.
Minus
this year.
20. Oh.
Yeah.
We never had
Minus
this.
20.
Yes.
This is freezing, man.
Yes, yes.
So what do you do in this weather? You stay at home, right? Or you go?
No, it's kind. You know, you just need better clothes. Like yeah, clothes is
But you have to go to work at least.
yeah. We say there's no bad weather, it's a bad clothes.
Yes.
If you have good clothes, like warm, then every weather is okay.
Like big coat and.
Yeah, exactly.
اعملها ايه يعني ما كده كده طبعا كده كده مفيش كده كده مفيش مكان
يا ابويا على المرشدات مع بعضهم عاملين ازاي بياكلوا بعضهم.
لا ما بناكلش بعض احنا بنحترم بعض
انا بسخن ابو
هو بس جاي يهدي النفوس.
انا جاي بص
جاي يهدي النفوس بس.
لو انا تعرف لو قلت لي انا كنت نزلت وقعتها مكان.
انت معاك جروب جوه؟
We will fit or we wait? Yeah, we wait.
انا كنت انا وقفت زبونه من زباين.
لا احنا عندها بطل تسخين هي رجاله
هو جاي يهدي النفوس بس.
احنا بنحترم بعض وما بناكلش بعض
Standing on the line.
ايوه. لسه كانوا بيتخانقوا مع بعض دلوقتي. You know, like 2 days ago when the weather was like
Crazy, yeah?
it was crazy. Everyone was at home. We got school vacation. Everything stopped.
Here, yeah?
Yes.
It was
It
rainy
was
and
so windy.
storm.
Windy storm
windy.
and thunderstorm. Everything. It was very cold.
I think I've seen on Facebook a video of the sandstorm here in Cairo. It was looking really crazy. Yes.
This day I was staying at home. You know, like my balcony was like it was very crazy. And also, like in the same time, Dubai and UAE, my brothers live there, my family. They also told me they had the storm as well. It's very calm.
Chyba nie wyszedł. Weźmy jechać do jakiejś piramidy, to jechać.
No otworzę się, jak będziemy później jechać. Tak.
يعني ايام العيد الاطفال بيجوا هنا كانوا خاربين الدنيا. انا عندي الاجانب بيجوا على المصريين.
Ile minut
Bliżej.
Teraz gdzie idziemy?
They said when we will enter the pyramid.
I know they are waiting for
We'll
us.
enter soon.
We are going now.
And
This is the station.
only stone you will see is inside. Nothing fancy.
You know, like in Saqqara, the small pyramids I showed you there, all the pyramids inside are decorated. That's why I asked you in the morning. They have like writings, they have colors, they have versions.
Okay.
But in those pyramids, that's why I told you if you go there.
No to weźmy nic, teraz na moją jak wchodzimy do piramidy, no to chyba tam nie okulary.
Sobie zdajesz, podtrzymasz rękę.
Here, the good part here is like the size. The size here is very big. And also, you see the pyramid how it's built inside. It's like 3D. You know, like
Nie narzekaj.
even all of this, all of this, and the buildings over there. This is all new.
Looks very
This will be a part of the night. You see the stage in the back. You know,
Party close to pyramids?
next month in April, I think. In April, yes. Shakira is coming.
Wow.
She will sing here. She has a party here.
Here on the stage?
Not this one. Maybe you'll make another stage. Very close like this.
To ta siostra.
Shakira nie jest Shakira piosenkarki? Shakira piosenkarka. Tak. Waka waka. Inna kultura, to jest wiesz co?
That's why till now nobody knows because it's really massive. Okay, so when we are standing here, look to both of them and see. Tell me which one is bigger. I told you in the morning. You remember?
Still, this one seems. This one
It
seems.
looks bigger. Yes. Actually, this one
looks.
is bigger. This one is very big. But this one, why it looks bigger?
Because like it's higher like
The ground.
Yes, exactly. And there is another reason. The other reason is the angle. You know, like the angle of inclination. This one is more wide, so it looks short. This one is more narrow, so that's why it looks like very short. The angle here is smaller. Like the pyramid is done in this one, this one. But this one is the biggest. Here you can see the big part. This is like a small stone. This was supposed to cover the whole pyramid, all the pyramid. But only this one. As I told you, the others they are taken to other buildings like mosques, churches, and all that. The entrance, you see this wooden post?
Yeah.
Just behind it, the entrance is going down.
Okay.
The first one also the entrance was going down, but the one that you're gonna enter, you have to go up. This one should be different. So here you have to climb some steps from the pyramids and then you go inside. Right? Here also, like, do you remember in the maquette in the morning I show you small things like the tombs? So we have some tombs here. These are some tombs. The tombs here are for the family members, like the cousin, the family, like the uncle. Also the architect who built this pyramid is buried here. His tomb is here. The architect who built this pyramid. His name is here. So also I showed you in the maquette in the morning, like the pyramid.
Yes.
Then next to it there is a temple, long way a temple. So here this is the temple. Usually these two temples are connected to the pyramid. So this one, it's called the funeral temple. So I will tell you very quick when the king dies. The king, when he dies in his palace, they bring the body of the king through the Nile. Then they start with the other temple down there. I will show it to you when you go to the Sphinx.
Okay.
The Valley Temple. The Valley Temple, they make the mummification. They take the organs and like I show you in the morning. Once they finish, they go all the way up to come here. This is the place where they pray for the king. Like the priest will make the prayers in order to protect the king in the afterlife. Once they finish the process, they get the body inside the pyramid. So the pyramid is the last step. And also in Giza, this is all place only for tombs. The kings were not living here. The kings were living somewhere next to those pyramids in a city called Memphis. They were living on that side. Alright? So from here, if you would like to go have a walk inside the temple, if you like, and once you finish here, you're gonna get inside this one. Alright? So do you need to get some more time for you to walk?
A bit we walk.
Okay, so I will wait you here. So you can
Okay.
go, you can walk, also you can get inside the temple. It's empty, but you can see good view on the pyramid. So have some walking and I will wait you here.
Okay.
I'll give you free time.
Okay, thank you.
Take
Good.
your time, I will
Good.
wait here.
Okay.
Idziemy teraz, idziemy.
Idziemy tam w stronę do świątyni, a potem wejdziemy do tej piramidy. Uważajcie, bo nie jest nierówny teren tutaj.
Specjalnie idę po nierówny stres, żeby było...
Tutaj chodźcie.
Nie.
Like souvenir,
Thank you.
good price.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Dlaczego? Nie, bo jest się zapytać. Może z piramidy.
من drugi? لا 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 لا
Zobaczcie, jakie to jest wielkie. Matko, jakie te kamienie są ogromne.
Ej, a mogę dotknąć ten
Weź to
kamień?
wnieś tam na górę ten
Ej, a
kamień.
mogę dotknąć ten kamień?
Możesz. Weź to wnieś tam na górę. Ja pierdzielę.
perspektywy takiej to wygląda nie jak...
To jest szok, jak to jest ogromne. I że, zobacz, ludzie tu stoją, że to się może z każdej chwili taki kamień urwać i spaść. Szok. Yeah? No, thank you, thank you. No, thank you, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, thank you, thank you.
Want to come up?
No,
Want to come up photo?
no, thank you.
Come and photo.
No, we've been to Kenya and we have lots of photos of camels and so on and so on. Thank you. ciastkiem mnie kurwa. Pierdolę ciastko.
Ciastko. Taki deal.
Nie, bo on mi wziął tą kamerę, już by mnie nie oddał, dopóki bym przejażdżki na wielbłądzie nie kupił, no. Ale ja nie jestem głupi, przynajmniej w takich miejscach bywałem.
Trzymaj ciastko, tak.
Masz ciastko.
Kurwa, masz ciastko. Ciastko masz i jedz ciastko, tak? Ja ugryzę ciastko, ty gryź ciastko, z ręki cię będę
Weź,
karmić.
proszę.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't speak Russian. You don't speak Russian.
Let's speak French, German.
Polish.
Bardzo dobrze.
Bardzo dobrze.
Chodź podgląda, może?
Nie, dziękuję.
$5.
No, thank you. Because we are in Kenya, and in Kenya we have like big trip with camels. Thank you. No, usłyszał, że w Kenii byliśmy już. Dziękuję. Goodbye, do widzenia. Chyba złapał Leszka na kajak.
Ale na początku też do
Daj
mnie.
daj kamerę, masz ciastko. Daj kamerę, masz
Nie zamurowało.
Ale widzisz, synek, z takimi trzeba sobie też umieć grać. On mi podtykał do... Tak.
A ty na pewno chcesz te ciastko
Ale poczekaj, sam ją ugryzł wcześniej. On jest sam wcześniej...
Ale na początku mi, bliskie.
Nadgryzione ciastko.
Czekajcie, czy my tędy przejdziemy, bo
Przejdziemy, nadgryzione ciastko ci daję. Masz ciastko.
będzie, że chcemy wielką
Nadgryzione ciastko, kurde.
Nie chcemy wielbłąda, idziemy do świątyni, nie chcemy wielbłąda.
No i już się zaczęło uproszczenie.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Uważajcie tutaj na gówna i na takie plany.
Uwaga, Michał, uważaj na te kurwa idzie. To jest mnóstwo tutaj. Patrz pod nóżki.
Sika, robi kupę. No słuchaj, no to jest zwierzę, tak?
Weronika.
Słyszeliście, co mówił przewodnik? To co tu jest teraz? Gdzie idziemy?
To jest świątynia.
Tutaj mieszkał król kiedyś.
Nie mieszkał, tylko tu go przyprowadza, nie. Mieszkał w Memphis tam.
Tak, ja
To się Memphis nazywała. Tutaj Nilem przepływał
też są piramidy.
i tu był mumifikowany. Tak, bo tam mieszkał król właśnie. To się Memphis nazywało.
A pojedziemy na tamto też kiedyś?
Kiedyś tak.
O, co teraz?
A to które są lepsze, te czy tamte?
Te są największe. Tutaj można fajnie zjeść.
Tutaj jeżdżą wielbłądy. Tak na początku.
$5 foto kurna z wielbłądem. Ja też mu, ja mu osła też postawię, powiem $5. Dawaj mi $5 z osłem moim zdjęcie. $5. Zdjęcie z osłem albo z wielbłądem $5.
Boże, trzymaj ciastko tego.
Nie no, wziął kamerę i chciał kamerę kupić za ciastko nadgryzione, no.
Ja no zawsze kiedy mnie ktoś dotyka, to mówię don't touch me. Ale on już chciał brać już tą kamerę? No już tak
On już ją trzymał.
Już tak już się uferywał.
On już ją trzymał, tylko ja nie puściłem jej. Podstawiał mi ciastko do ust i...
Ciastko i...
A potem wiesz co by było? Za $5 musiałbym odkupić tą kamerę. No jakbym zjadł ciastko bezcenne, no to człowieku. A wiesz ile te ciastko tu jest warte? Pod piramidami? Człowieku. To są takie egipskie
Już
sztuczki.
się chyba tata nie wypłacił, co?
No nie wiem czemu odkupił tą kamerę. Nie wiem czy było mnie stać w ogóle na to.
Ja na początku nie wiedziałem co on do mnie, no bo on jakieś $1, ja myślałem, że on chce ode mnie dolara, no to się odwróciłem. No to o ciastko chodziło.
No.
I w ogóle jeszcze cenniejsze, że te ciastko, bo z pamiątką właściciela nadgryzione.
Wow. O kurczę, ale widok.
Do końca miesiąca byśmy nie jedli.
To się nazywało chyba kiedyś Dolina Królów, bo tutaj królowie byli chowani właśnie.